Look, no intro today, nothing, we're going in raw without lube. I just want to talk about the Batman because I think it looks amazing. After watching the trailers, I'm just sitting here, minding my own business, and giggling like a 5-year-old child who just shit himself. I know that I should keep my expectations reasonable because we have seen that great trailers and hype can lead to big disappointments. But fuck it, I'll say it. I think this looks like it has the potential to become one of the best Batman movies ever. And I'm saying that even though The Dark Knight is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Let's put a smile on that face.
But why am I so hyped beyond reasoning, you might ask? Well, let's take a look, shall we? First of all, the trailers look absolutely amazing. There seems to be mystery and intrigue, and some decent fight scenes with badass moments. We have a great cast on our hands, but I'll talk more about that a bit later. This is all and good, however, for me it's the little details that give me a real boner. Nolan's Batman trilogy was amazing, hands down, except the last one. But to be honest, the trilogy was more about making great movies than great Batman movies. Gotham never really felt or looked like Gotham. That's fucking New York. But when I look at the Batman, yeah, that is a lot more like the rainy, dark, neon-soaked shithole Gotham that I love so much. I think they captured the essence of Batman fantastically, dare I say, better than any movie before, a lot like in the Arkham games. The cinematography? It's gorgeous, jaw-dropping even. Every frame from the trailer could be a painting, and considering that Marvel spends almost 3 times as much money on their movies and they don't look nowhere near as good as this, well, good job, you hired the right people, DC. And since we're talking about Marvel, I love it how the movie looks practical and it's not full of fucking CGI monsters or whatever. And say what you will about the costumes, but I respect that those were actually handmade by artists and they were not created on computers. The plot seems absolutely ripped out of a comic, which is a great thing. Batman is pursuing the Riddler and uncovers the corruption in Gotham and probably also in his own family. I'm really happy about this. I hope we finally get to see the Dark Knight as the greatest detective. The Nolan trilogy never really did that except for some scenes. Look, I'm more than fine with the story. It sounds absolutely perfect for a Batman movie. And the next thing that looks promising is the premise itself. We will see a lot younger Bruce Wayne who is still unexperienced. Most likely he will be a lot angrier and more emotional Dark Knight than we're used to. That should be quite refreshing after this clusterfuck. He also has a journal. This might sound ridiculous, but hear me out. In the comics you can read Bruce's thoughts. This makes you feel closer to the character. You know the way he thinks and the way he sees Gotham. You're practically in his head. He is the narrator, and that's the thing that I love to see very much. I want this to be more psychological. I want to feel like Batman. I want to see him struggle and get up. I want to see him fall and rise again, as he always does. That's what Batman is to me, and I think they could absolutely nail this aspect of Batman as well. Next up, let's talk about the characters a bit. Robert Pattinson's Batman seems quite different than the ones we've seen before. Not because he looks like an emo teenager with posters of My Chemical Romance and Nirvana on his walls, but because according to Robert Pattinson, he legitimately enjoys beating the shit out of criminals.
The hell are you supposed to be?
I'm vengeance.
I'm intrigued. Furthermore, this will be the scariest version of The Dark Knight yet. Some people have even described the movie as a horror movie. I'm sold. It's that easy. And the next sentence is for the people who still hate Robert Pattinson because he's a bad actor. Fuck off and watch Good Time and The Lighthouse. Seriously. What else does this man have to do to redeem himself? In the last 5 years, he has played incredibly versatile characters and he showed that he was more than capable of playing anything in any movie. He's a great actor and he will be great here as well. I'd also love to point out the Riddler. He is a fantastic choice, probably my favorite villain next to the Joker, and the last time we got to see him in a movie, it was just painful. I don't even want to talk about it. I'm getting PTSD. I hope Paul Dano's take on the character can erase the memories of whatever the fuck Jim Carrey was doing. He looks like a psychopath, so that's definitely a plus. Catwoman is Catwoman, seductive, mysterious. Zoe Kravitz as the actress, just a perfect choice. Batman and Catwoman's relationship seems good. I can't really say more than that, I can't complain. But now let's see some controversial things that indicate that this movie could be a flop. Behind the scenes rumors of Robert Pattinson and the director Matt Reeves are not that great. Big reshoots might be troubling, but those are rumors, I'll not include them here, okay? What isn't a rumor, however, are the way things look, especially the costumes. Some fans were not very happy with the DIY Riddler look. To be honest, I like it, and I like the memes they've created as well. But after all, he looks like a complete psycho, and I'm fine with the DIY. I think the Batmobile looks good as well, I don't see the problem here. And overall, like I said, I think this has the potential to be the best Batman film. The atmosphere, the essence, the characters, the plot, all feels like Batman, and I'm all here for it. And now we can hope that they won't disappoint us. But I'd be interested what you guys think. Am I too biased here? Let me know in the comments and check out my other videos, and yeah, that's it. I hope this movie won't suck. That's all I wanted to say. Alright, bye.